Just want to do a little update. There's my hand. Whoa, hello, it's bright. Okay, I am going to share, now that the storm of the century has passed and we're all still standing, I want to start talking about other things. And one thing, I don't know if I've really talked about it here on YouTube. I have on Facebook, so you can go to facebook.com/Christie Aphrodite. Yeah, so I want to talk about this healthcare system and how great it is and how happy we should be that, Hillary gave us all healthcare and, thank you, Obamacare, it's so great, and all these lives we're saving, right? Okay, let's start in Florida. So I moved to Florida. I was a picture of health and got bit by mosquitoes, allegedly. And I say allegedly because, well, can't really believe anything the doctors say. And there's other factors involved, but allegedly acquired neuroinvasive West Nile viral encephalitis, brain blew up, lost my memory, ability to talk, walk, etc. One of the reasons I was resisting going to the hospital was because I did not have insurance, and I already have hundreds of thousands of dollars in medical bills, have never had any credit in my entire life because of that, and in fact, in my 30s, and I did have a little money, I'm like, okay, well, why don't I try to get one of those secured credit cards where you give them the money, your money is in their hands, and then they give you a card so you can build your credit and spend only that much money that they hold of yours. So I sent them $2,500. I was still declined. Never having credit in my life, only having medical bills. Okay, so I'm like, well, fuck this system, all right, whatever, so I'm going to go it alone. So in my disabilities, previously unable to walk and blah, 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 I healed myself. That was in the public, Truth Brigade radio, Soul Journeys radio, videos, blah, blah, blah. I know there's thousands of them now, so it's hard to keep up, but if you do want to find these things, let me know. All right, so there I was in the hospital, and I'm expressing I have no insurance, and, oh, we'll have someone help you, we'll get it covered, and if you don't qualify for whatever, then we have churches or all these whatever that'll help. And they knew I couldn't write or speak a coherent sentence or anything. And I asked again 2 more times, including on the way out of the hospital. I was told it was even signed on the paper they give me, my rights, right? They were going to have somebody help me do that. Never happened. After the hospital, after I could talk and try to start using the internet and sign up on their stupid, whatever, healthcare approval thing, never happened. So I ended up with 0, a bunch more medical bills. Risk my life to come across country because I thought that would be the best opportunity I had to live. And I wasn't getting help in Florida, but I can't take the heat strokes, ever since my brain infection, it gets 75 and it's a little too hot for me. Okay. So I come out here and I'm like, all right, well, I'll swallow my pride and I'll try one more time. And I applied and I got it. And, I'm officially disabled, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, MS, 5 cysts in my lower lumbar. What else did they say? Herniated disc, spinal stenosis. What was the other? I can't even remember. It doesn't even matter. Whatever. I've talked about before how I was able to help combat that. And before, when I was in a home and able to make my own medicine and eat proper foods, juices, daily, etc., I didn't have these issues, right? Remember? Go look at my old videos. So here I am trying to get back on my feet, right? Became homeless throughout this whole situation, running from place to place, fake job offers, fake housing opportunities, blah, 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 and fending for myself. And of course, when I ended up in the hospital last February, few months ago in Santa Clara, California. They canceled me, and after 8 days kicked me out of the hospital for not having insurance after drugging me up. And even though they know, and if you look at my medical records, I don't take those drugs and whatever, they literally canceled me for my insurance and food stamps in the hospital for not having an address. So yeah, they're not going to say, well, we can't help you because you're homeless. They'll use the address thing. But here's the thing. If you're homeless, like truly homeless, and you don't have family or friends or somebody to use an address, well, you're screwed. No bank account. You can't even get another address without an address. No driver's license without an address. No, I mean, really, you're effectively kicked out of society. Go through all that drama, whatever, start walking again, talking again, feeling better. All right, I'm going to get back on my feet, right? Find a place to call home so I don't have to spend my whole days driving around trying to find a safe place to park. And I find this beautiful place. So it's like, yay, I have a home and an address. So let's go get signed up again and see if we can get my health under control. And worst case scenario, I mean, knowing that I'm not going to take their drugs, somebody asked me, well, if you're not taking their drugs, why do you even want to go? Well, here's the deal. I became homeless because I couldn't work and because of my health. And whether I'm going to take their drugs or not is completely irrelevant. I was thinking, well, maybe, okay, if I fit into their system, and yeah, I'm feeling good today, but my last couple years, I can't really trust that I'm going to be feeling perfect forever and ever. So, you know, I need a safety net, right? Why can't I mean, doctors applied for disability, like Social Security for me, dude, 20 years ago. And I'm like, nah, you know, I always fight it. I'm fine, you know, and struggle and whatever. And then they did again when I was in the wheelchair 10 years ago, paralyzed from the waist down. And I was like approved immediately. But even then I'm like, fuck that. I don't need the system. I'm better than this. So then whatever, you know what's happened the last couple years. I decided, okay, I'll try to stay within the system, and then maybe I can get the care I need and at least proper diagnoses and maybe go through the Social Security system again. And then at least I'll have that $700. So if I do become homeless again, like more homeless than this, like without an address, then at least I'll have something to buy toilet paper and gas and food with, right? So here I am, and you know, the job I got, it just happened to work out that they only needed 3 days a week. When I first started, I was working a little more because they had some banquets and, you know, some extra work like that. So of course I took it, and then it's like, oh my God, I made too much money and they're going to take me off. Well, sure enough, I grossed too much money. And, oh, well, you know, we're going to have to kick you off. And like in this whole process where I'm forcing myself in poverty level living so that I can qualify for Uncle Sam's beautiful health care because, you know, they love us so much. I still have no help for my rash, but I got it, right? No help for my walking, but I got it. No help for my talking, but I got it. No referral to the right people. In fact, they still didn't even refer me to my, primary care person. And then they send me to like some person to see for 5 minutes who did not get my medical records, even though I had signed everything to, oh, well, there's nothing wrong with you. Okay. Today. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So I just decided when I got that letter, you know, fuck this bullshit. And it was kind of interesting that I got the letter a couple days ago saying, you know, I made too much money in my poverty level, you know, $1,100 gross per month income. So, yeah. So I'm in this stage where that's too much money to get help, but it's not enough money to actually pay for my own insurance, so that I will end up being penalized, fined, forcefully stolen from again through the tax system to pay for something I can't afford because they believe I make too much money because, you know, I live in the Taj fucking tent. Yeah, so anyways, I got that letter a couple days ago, and then a little bit ago I got a call from my manager saying, oh, things aren't good, and this person who is going to work, well, this person's out of town can't, and I don't know what to do. And I'm like, you know what, dude, I just got this letter, you know, from the state or whatever, telling me I made too much money as it is, you know, trying to stay within these guidelines, so fuck it, I'm gonna work. So I guess the good news is I'll have a little bit more work. The bad news is, but it's not bad, because so far I've been able to heal myself from every single thing that they haven't been able to. And yeah, it might take a minute, like the last couple years. And, you know, the facts are, when you are on the street, you eat what you're given, okay? And yeah, I still didn't eat sodas or hot dogs or fast food or this and that, but I was not juicing or had access to my herbs and oils and able to make things to successfully help myself. You know, running water, electricity, things like that are kind of important. But now that I do have a stable place, tent, you know, and have a place to juice and have a place to cook healthier foods, I'm doing so much better. You notice? See, even this is all gone, and so I'm gonna go big, or go bust, and tell Uncle Sam again to fuck off and pick up as much work as I can. And let's see what happens. And, you know, that whole fining people for being poor and not being able to afford their garbage insurance for $500 or $600 a month, where you still can't even get into a doctor at all anyways. Somebody has to challenge that. And I'm sure I'll probably be the one to do it, because everyone else is like, oh, whatever you say, here you go, let me lick your hand. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking I'll file taxes. And when they try to steal more money from me for not being able to afford, I mean, hello, that's total extortion. And I mean, there's a lot of words for that are all illegal. It's because they care about us, though. Yeah, we care about you so much. We're going to fine you for not being able to afford this garbage we're shoving down your throat that hasn't helped anybody at all. Which brings me to another topic, but I'm going to leave it at this. So this is what I'm doing. I decided when I got that letter a couple days ago, screw this, and then boom, I get the call today saying, hey, we have more work. So I'm like, dude, I'm taking it. Thank you. So, all right, here we go. Let's see if I can continue to heal. And so far, so good. I mean, I'll tell you what, housing first in all situations. You know, I would not be able to heal like this and have a job and keep a job like this, living in my car, driving around all day, place to place, trying to find a safe place to park or wondering where my shower is. You know, you need to have a home, even if it's a tent, okay, or PVC and rebar igloo. All right, you have to have that before you can start healing. And for those who have been watching the saga, everything that's happened, look at a video a year ago and look at a video today. Look at a video 6 months ago. And what's the difference? Yeah, I look better, I feel better, issues are going away. Why? Oh, because I have a little bit of security, a place to call home, a sacred space where I can wash my ass and not worry about somebody knocking on the window, right? Anyways, yep, so there we go. Fuck you, Uncle Sam, Obamacare, Hitlery-care, all of you BS who's not helping anyone. And you know, those of you who are sitting at home like, oh, well, I've had free insurance in all these years, and you know, you're sitting in bed for 10 years or whatever. Well, you have someone to take care of you. You know, you can wait those years and years it takes to get on disability because there's somebody wiping your ass and feeding you. We all do not have that luxury. And I'm going to leave it there for the next video. Have a good day. Oh, fuck you, Uncle Sam. Yeah, baby.